How's it going, everyone? We finally have a major update on a free upgrade everybody has been waiting on, or seemingly everybody has been waiting on. Your $10 that you paid for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition is finally gonna be effective because the upgrade is about to roll out, and I know a lot of you guys have been holding on to your copy, and you're gonna be able to play it here very, very soon, so we'll talk all about that. And Bandai Namco files a very interesting trademark that could be connected to one of their most notable franchises. We'll talk that at the end of this video. But yes, it was noted on the Witcher official Twitter account, the next generation update for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is coming on December 14th, free for everyone who already owns the game. For more details and gameplay reveal, tune into the Red streams next week on twitch.tv/cdprojectred. So it's not the December 9th release date that we had heard before, but December 14th right after that, so it will be launching by the end of the year. So excited for this, man. You guys might know, but Witcher is one of my favorite franchises. I've played every game. Love The Witcher 3, have completed it multiple times, and it's a fantastic game. However, while it runs okay on the PlayStation 4, I mean, for heaven's sake, they got the game running on the Nintendo Switch, so obviously it runs at least serviceable on the PS4, but not at the level that a higher-end PC could do, and there is a lot of room for improvement if you optimize this game for the PlayStation 5, and that's exactly what we are getting. So we don't know exactly all of the upgrades, all the bells and whistles, but it was noted it'll feature a range of visual and technical improvements, including ray tracing and faster loading times across the base game, both expansions and all extra content. I find it hard to believe that it's going to run at 60 frames per second with ray tracing enabled, but just give it to me 60 frames per second, give it to me with better visuals, and I'll be golden with that. I want to play through The Witcher 3 again. I'm probably going to have to be put on the back burner because, guys, you guys see the gaming calendar right now. Now is not the time for me personally to dive into a 100-hour RPG, even more than 100 hours, especially given the Complete Edition has all the DLC and whatnot, but yo, like right around the time of The Witcher 3 dropping, you got Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII, you got Callisto Protocol, you got all these games that I still gotta complete, like your Sonics, like your God of Wars, like your, I want to do another playthrough of Gotham Knights, to be perfectly honest, especially with all the updates rolling out for that. So, Witcher 3 gonna have to hit the back burner, probably, honestly, till next summer when there's a bit of a dead period in terms of new games coming out. But man, I know a lot of you guys, and I probably have been saying it for like a year whenever I talk about The Witcher 3 in one of our deals videos, you guys, a lot of you guys have a PS5. If you bought The Witcher 3, I told you guys not to play the game right away with this upgrade on the horizon. On the horizon ended up being, you know, a couple delays, a long waiting time, so some of you guys have probably had this game cooking in your library for like a year now, but it's finally going to be effective and you guys can finally play the game. As I mentioned, Witcher 3 is just an excellent game, and while I would like Witcher 2 and Witcher 1 to be available on PlayStation, unfortunately that's not the case. Witcher 1 is getting a full-on remake, but that's probably not going to be out for a very, very long time. You can jump right into The Witcher 3 and still have a great experience. And the story is incredibly compelling. I think from a gameplay standpoint, I know some people dog on the Witcher 3 combat. I think it's pretty good, especially if you do want to play on a harder difficulty, you can do that, and it takes a lot more strategy in terms of utilizing items and whatnot. But whatever way you choose to play the game, expect something with a lot of content, expect some great visuals, and then, you know, those great visuals are just going to get better with it rolling out for next generation platforms. So if you haven't picked up the game yet, now when it goes on sale for $9.99, and I am curious, are they going to bump up the price of the game? Because sometimes they do that. Sometimes an upgrade rolls out, and then the development studio, the publishers, whatever the case may be, realize, okay, people want to play this game, it just got an upgrade, let's, you know, up the price a little bit and not put as deep of a discount on it. That's typically what it is. It just won't get as deep of a discount as it would typically get. But Witcher 3 is worth any price point, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I paid $60 right when the game came out. I remember counting down the minutes until The Witcher 3 unlocked on my Steam account back in May of 2015, was it? And it was just, it was a thrill ride of a game, and can't wait to revisit it. But in perfect honesty, I can wait because there's a billion other games coming out. But if you're not playing anything during the summer, if you're not picking up Crisis Core, if you're not picking up Callisto Protocol, you got a winter break coming up, and you want to get a massive RPG to really sink your teeth into, man, I can't think of a better option than The Witcher 3. And again, it will have some additional content from the Netflix Witcher show, which, you know, Netflix has done, Netflix's Witcher show has done Witcher as a franchise a lot of good, and it's really it upgraded the popularity even more. It was already a very popular franchise, and I know some people are talking about the actor being changed or whatever. I'm not a big, Witcher. Like, I didn't really care for the Netflix show. I don't really care for television in general, but nonetheless, that definitely did a lot of good, and I know a lot of my friends, first got exposed to The Witcher based on the television show alone, so definitely did a lot of good. Again, December 14th is when that's going to roll out. Free upgrade for everybody that already owns the game. Alright, moving on from that. Interesting note from Bandai Namco. They have trademarked Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections in Europe. Now, Ultimate Ninja Storm, obviously the subtitle for the popular Naruto game franchise that CyberConnect 2 develops and published by Bandai Namco. In the past, we did have numbered Ultimate Ninja Storm titles, but we also had games like Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations, which I was a fiend on back in the day. That's the one that incorporated, like, the past saga and the older characters and whatnot. And then you had Ultimate Ninja Storm Revolution, which came out, I think, in 2014. Ultimate Ninja Storm has been absent for quite a while, man. The last Ultimate Ninja Storm release was in 2016, I want to say, with Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Only so much you can do, given that Naruto has wrapped up. I know that Boruto is going on right now, but I've only watched bits and pieces of Boruto, but my boys dog on Boruto, and we all grew up watching Naruto. Like, that was the anime that we grew up watching, and I loved Naruto growing up. Not enough for me to sit down and watch Boruto, but again, all my boys dog on Boruto. I kind of wish they would just go back and remake the entire Naruto anime. Like, if you guys didn't see that 25th anniversary video that I'm sure you guys saw it was like all over social media. Was it 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary? Something like that. I think it was 20th anniversary. My god, if they remade Naruto with that visual style, with that production level, oh, I'd be there all day. I would pay money to see Naruto remade like that, and I think a lot of other people would too, because Boruto ain't something I'm going out of my way to check out, at least at this stage of the game. But nonetheless, Ultimate Ninja Storm has been one of those, very accessible arcadey fighter games, those arena fighters that really anybody can get into. I had friends over that weren't even a big Naruto fan, and they jumped in and they had a really good time with it. Is it a game you're gonna get super technically good at, and is it a game with a ton of depth? No, not necessarily, but there is actually a level of depth to it, if you do want to get really, really good at it. But it is super accessible. It's super flashy. Like, the ultimate moves in Ultimate Ninja Storm have always looked great, and it's it's very much a love letter to those that like the anime. Very much similar to the My Hero Academia games, One's Justice. Those did a pretty good job of showcasing My Hero Academia as well, but Ultimate Ninja Storm has kind of been one of the standard bearers for anime games, and I don't think that's a stretch at all to say, because they have been incredibly consistent in anime games. Like, you look at some of those Metacritic scores for some of those anime titles, and they are sometimes very much a mixed bag, but Storm has always been pretty consistent, I think, given that it's been 6 years since the last Storm title. Hey, give me a new Naruto Storm game, I'd be all on board with that. Yeah, it's been over 6 years. I mean, come February of 2023, it'll be 7 years since the release of Storm 4, which is kind of wild. Obviously, we had the Boruto expansion as well, but nonetheless, you guys get the idea on that. That is going to do it for me. Again, finally, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, coming December 14th, free for everyone who already owns the game. Bandai Namco, trademarks Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. Hopefully that is something pointing towards a new Storm title, because I'd be all over that. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.